Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd make an extra video this week. I usually just make my videos on Sundays, but I got an extra message. So what happened was yesterday we were taking a walk and this yellow jacket landed on my hand and stung me, and it was totally unprovoked. I don't know where it came from. I just looked down and I was just like, ow, and it was just sitting there on my hand stinging me. So I decided to go home and look it up, and on the way home I also heard the term sting operation, so I'll get into that in a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to do is share the symbolism of the yellow jacket, because it feels like it also has to do with the energy that we're experiencing as a collective right now as well. So the yellow jacket in spiritual context is associated with persistence, protection, and the power of community. It can symbolize the importance of teamwork, resilience, and defending one's boundaries. Encountering a yellow jacket might be interpreted as a message about unexpected joy, prosperity, or new beginnings. So, persistence and teamwork. Yellow jackets are highly organized insects that work together and build to defend their nests. This can be interpreted as a reminder to persevere in your goals and to recognize the power of working with others. And I got that message a few weeks ago about that we're going to have a more energy of unity coming in. And I don't get dates or when this is going to happen, but it does feel like this energy is going to be rising. The next one it goes into is protection. Yellow jackets are known for their fierce defense in their nests and territory. This can symbolize the need to protect your own boundaries, both physical and emotional, and to be assertive in defending what's important to you. So I mentioned about a week or two ago that I saw a cloud that looked like an angry face, and in its mouth there was a wave, and I heard the term angry wave. So I feel like this angry wave is going to be a response to some sort of control or some sort of things coming in that we're not wanting in our life that are detrimental to our freedom. So this might be like a message of protecting our boundaries, protecting our own energy, and protecting what's our freedom and what's valuable to us. And then another thing that the yellow jacket can represent is a response to chaos. Some interpretations suggest that yellow jackets can represent the energy and power found within chaos. They can guide you to become aware of this energy and learn to harness it for positive purposes. So I'm always getting messages too about like being in the eye of the storm, being grounded, trying to be in as much joy as possible within the storm, within the chaos. Spiritual awakening. In some cases, a yellow jacket encounter might be a call to pay attention to your inner world and address any unresolved issues that are impacting your peace of mind. So if you're taking on some, the collective energies of fear, and that just transmute it, send it back to source, send it to the golden light, use the violet flame, say return to sender, whatever you feel guided to do, so that we don't take on this collective energy that impacts our peace of mind. It could also be a reminder to be mindful of your boundaries, protect yourself from negativity. Sting might be a wake-up call to address any areas of your life in which you are being undervalued or taken advantage of. I saw this one video like last week, and it also had to do with my message from last week about, people that aren't in resonance with us and taking advantage of our energy or draining our energy. And in this video, she was talking about how the old earth, or the energy of the old earth, is kind of a looping in this narcissistic energy. So I think this is a call to protect ourselves from being taken advantage of, from having our energy siphoned, or from like parasitical or vampiric energies. So just mindful awareness of having a shield of protection from these energies that are going on right now. And then a nest of yellow jackets could symbolize the importance of community and working together towards a common goal. So very interesting messages, and I think all of that really resonates with me, of the energies that are going on right now. So then I looked up sting operation, because the sting, after I got the sting, I heard sting operation, and it's a covert tactic where law enforcement creates an opportunity for criminals to commit a crime and then arrest them while they are in the act of committing it. It involves undercover officers or informants who infiltrate criminal activity to gather evidence and make arrests. The sting operation creates a situation where a crime can be committed, often providing a target with the means or opportunity to commit the offense. Examples of a sting could include a drug sting, a prostitution sting, an alcohol sting, or an online sting. And I think there's also more. And I channeled Yeshua today, and he's going to talk a little bit more about it. The purpose is to gather evidence and collect the evidence of criminal activity to build a case and to apprehend criminals, to arrest individuals involved in criminal activity, and to deter crime, to deter future criminal activity by demonstrating the consequences of engaging in illegal acts. And then there's a distinction of a sting from entrapment. It says, while sting operations can be similar to entrapment, they are legally distinct. Entrapment occurs when law enforcement coerces or induces an innocent person to commit a crime they otherwise would not have committed. In sting operations, the police provide the opportunity, but the suspect must have the predisposition or intent to commit the crime. So very interesting. There are a lot of very public figures right now, especially politicians, that are coming under scrutiny and that are being subpoenaed, stepping down. So I think that Spirit is just telling us that these stings also may have already been happening, and then that the results of these things are going to start coming to the surface. So today I channeled Yeshua, and I asked him about these things, and I also asked him about another thing that I was wondering about. So this happened in about maybe 3 or 4 sessions where I saw this like black mist, and then I saw like an injection needle. And so I wanted to ask him about that because the outcome of these sessions were all very different. Like some of the people were very open to the healing, and it felt like there was a lot of transmutation going on, a lot of healing going on. One of the people were not open to the healing, and I saw like this octopus thing. And I've also seen this octopus come to me personally, and it felt very nefarious. And there is a movie about like these extraterrestrial octopus beings too. So I think those are real. And a lot of times I think these movies are telling us truth and what things are going on. A lot of these sci-fi movies are almost like documentaries. So I found that very interesting that this octopus came through. And then somebody also mentioned that there is kind of like an octopus looking thing within some of the people that have gotten these injections. So I know that there's a lot of really good people that have also taken the injections. So I just wanted Yeshua to like maybe talk about the symbolism a little bit more, and why some people are more affected than others, and what's gonna come in the future with these injections, just what he wanted to say about it. So I typed out his message, and this is what I heard. Lionsgate message from Yeshua, sting operations, the Sting of Pharmakeia, and the 3 Qs. I received this message after a yellow jacket sting, and it was on August 7th, 2025. Before I go into his transmission, Yeshua shows me a crown of thorns, and it transforms into a crown of stars before he begins to speak. Greetings, friends of the light. Waves of galactic energy are transforming your planet. You are moving out of the thorns and into the light of a new star. The star nations are watching and assisting. Your families of light surround you and those who choose to move through the eye of the needle. They will be crowned kings and queens of New Earth, for the old guard is being dismantled. The transformation is upon you. You are moving through the eye of the storm, shedding all that cannot pass through the eye of the needle. In order to move through this transition, there is now an uncovering of all that has been operating in darkness. Indeed, there are many sting operations being enacted, And some have already happened, and you will soon begin to see the results of these sting operations in the form of justice and accountability. These stings have been and will be operating in several arenas of society, including religion, politics, the medical field, education, the judicial system, the financial sector, the arts, and the transport and abuse of substances and of humans. Many are also feeling the sting or negative consequences from the treatments that have been imposed upon you, and in some cases willingly taken. These injections are indeed a part of a darker agenda, and magic of the dark kind has been used within this agenda. Many are suffering the effects of this agenda. You see it as a mist of darkness, for this is symbolic of what it is. You see the symbol of the needle, for this is how they often administer their poisons. Many are suffering the health and mental effects from this sorcery, and many now have anxiety about unknowingly participating in it, or rather becoming a victim of its effects. This is not a one-size-fits-all answer I have to offer on this subject. There are many factors involved. How and if a person recovers from the effects are varied. The outcome can depend on a person's body and sensitivity. It can depend on their heart and their faith. It can depend on their intentions when choosing to participate. It can depend upon the steps that are taken in order to mitigate the effects and clear and detox the body. It can depend upon the amount that has been ingested, as well as the number of times a person has been injected, and what types of substances were used within these doses. So, in other words, one person may be severely affected and even pass away, while another may be able to heal or have lesser effects. As there is a wide variety of circumstances, there is also a wide variety of outcomes. Furthermore, the souls that are working on themselves and preparing their minds, bodies, and souls for the ascension process have a much greater ability to withstand these challenges. Those who are pure in heart and have ears to hear and faith to move forward in the flow with the Most High are those who progress in their spiritual paths, no matter what challenges are occurring within their lives. We have talked about new forms of technology that are in harmony with the earth and the natural biofeild of the human body. This technology is quantum. This is why you received the Q symbol when you asked about why some of us are not fully healing. It is because this quantum healing has been suppressed in favor of medicine that causes further harm or acts as a temporary fix while ignoring root causes. There will also be artificial technology. We strongly advise to use your discernment as choice points present themselves. If something is working with the natural biological energy field, it can be beneficial. But if something is pushing you to change your natural biofield through implants, chips, artificial mechanisms, injections, etc., beware. Feel into every choice point and ask yourself if it keeps you on the organic path or if it puts you on an artificial path. Maintain your humanity at all costs, for the majesty of the Creator is about to manifest within the human body as your own DNA is corrected and amplified. Many who choose the organic path will be experiencing great activations and dormant abilities come to life. Some are already experiencing these things. Stay the course and stay connected to the Great Spirit. Keep your energy field biological. You are a masterpiece of creation, and no artificial God can outdo the true human. You have been warned. I am Yeshua, teacher of old, quantum healer, the miracle worker within the Book of Q. I am the galactic warrior, and there are many of us. We have come to heal heaven and earth. We have come to bring heaven to earth. Many of you have volunteered for this great shift of consciousness. I come with my many lions. My lions of Judah know who they are. Where we go one, we go all. Thank you, Yeshua. So I think what he's talking about are technologies that are going to be promising us great things. But what he's saying is that nothing can really outdo the human technology that's going to be coming online and amplified within our bodies through our DNA and through the natural biological process. So I think there's going to be like choice points where you can either go one way or the other. And that's kind of what I feel he's talking about. And then I asked him to draw a card. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's kind of long. So I'm just going to read this little aspect of the card that really resonated with me. It's from the Sacred Rebels deck from Alana Fairchild, and it's number 21, Beyond the Mind, the Heart Beats. So it's kind of about being heart-centered, being having mind-heart coherence, basically. It says, this oracle comes with guidance for you. Deep within, you know what to do and you know what is true. It matters not whether the mind and its plans seem to agree with your inner sense. Your willingness to trust your heart and to rebel against fear will serve you well. Let your heart lead you. Be sure of your faith and trust in what you feel. Your head and heart have been in conflict at times over the course of your life. This has brought you struggle and sometimes deep suffering. However, this oracle brings you the message that a truce will soon be declared and the appropriate outcome of the mind waving the white flag of surrender is imminent. Soon, if not already, you will be finally feeling that your heart is leading you. You will feel that your mind is learning to follow the guidance of your heart rather than trying to be out front, seeing and sorting everything out in advance in order to be safe. What a relief to let go of this old way. Your mind can become more relaxed and trusting. There will be a period of adjustment as you get used to living without so much foresight, but with more insight, wisdom, and energy in the present moment to create. So part of being a human is part of creating. And so I feel like a lot of the problem with a lot of this AI stuff is that it's creating for us. It's creating stories. It's writing books. It's creating art. It's even creating music and songs. And I'm a musician, so this is like really weird for me to hear these songs that are not created by real people. So I think in reality, it's just taking away our humanness. It's doing everything for us. And so when we start engaging that with that on a regular basis, our own abilities of creation start atrophying. Then the card says, if you are finding that you cannot plan or strategize as you once did, or you feel that you know less than you ever have known about where you are heading or how you are supposed to get there, then this oracle comes as confirmation that there are healthy signs of a shift from head to heart. You are not proceeding in error. You are exactly where you're meant to be, doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. You are now in a position that is more powerful than ever because you are allowing yourself to be guided by your heart, a heart that beats in harmony with the heart of all existence. Your affairs are in accord with love, and no matter what may appear to be at times, all is unfolding according to that greater love, you included. So I found this clip from this lady. I forgot her name. I'll try to find it and maybe put it in the comments. But she has a really great outlook that totally resonated with me about being in the heart and how when you are organically receiving downloads from the Creator, how different that is from receiving it from a machine. And I just wanted to play that for you guys really quick here.
That we have this decision to make as a collective, especially around AI. And I asked Raphael, because I know there's some things out there where people are saying that the AI, is channeling or it's tapping into the quantum field of all information. And perhaps there is some, sea or soup of consciousness that it may have access to by the information that was input. But when it comes through something artificial. It comes through something mechanical. It's not coming through the biology of a human. And so it's not carrying the same frequency. It's not carrying the history. It's not carrying the codes and the remembering. It's carrying, and so it's lacking heart coherence. It's intellectual, and it may be able to convince you that what it's saying is beautifully spiritual and poetically written, and maybe it is tapping into collective consciousness and sharing a stream of information, but the mechanism in which it's streaming through is mechanistic.
Yes.
And because of that, to me, it's dangerous in a sense that it's leading us away from our own biological evolutionary process. And so I think it's really important that we see it as a tool, but that it's not interfaced with our biology. Just really interesting to
Okay,
me
so
that
she's talking about the same thing Yeshua was talking about, and Yeshua was saying it how important it is to maintain our natural biofield. So there's a lot of, I looked up this, I've never heard this word biofeild come through in a message before, but it matches up with what this lady's saying. And if you look up biofield on YouTube, there's quite a few videos of people talking about the biofield and healing with the biofield. And this is just your natural energy field, your natural aura. So I think Yeshua is saying how important it is to maintain this biofield without altering it mechanistically, is what this lady's saying also. So I hope you guys enjoyed that message. Just take what resonates. I know there's going to be like a kind of a big split happening of different timelines. Some will be choosing to interfere with this natural biofield, and that's okay. That's their choice. And others will be choosing to continue on a completely organic path. And there's probably some sort of a middle one as well. So just take what resonates, do what your heart tells you to do. I always say lead with the heart. The heart, knows what is true. That if you're in tune with your natural biofield and that natural connection to Source Creator. So if you would like to have a session with me, please go to redmountainshaman.com. You can go to my contact page and learn how to book a session. It's quite easy. You can just text me. And it also helps me to please press like, subscribe, press the notification bell, and please share this message to awakened people who you think might be receptive to these messages and channelings from the higher realms. And I am still going to make a video this Sunday, and it's kind of a rare celebrity channeling from Kurt Cobain. He's somebody I probably would have never channeled had a client not have asked me and commissioned me to do this channeling. So he talks a lot about fame and how it's not all that it's chalked up to be. He talks about the music industry, his life, his death, and about creating, and also about a little bit about the future of the music industry. So there's a lot of interesting messages that he brought forth that I'll be sharing in a couple days. I hope you guys enjoy your Lionsgate and you manifest beautiful things today. If you'd like to make a donation, please go to redmountainshaman.com to the comment or to the contact page. And at the bottom, there is a PayPal if you'd like to make a donation. If you enjoy the content here, it does help me to cover my time and the costs. I appreciate it. Take care, and we'll talk in a couple days.